how's it going, everybody? Arliss ASMR back with another video. It's Alfredo Pasta again, because I'm not original. Not sure what to talk about today. I'm saving other topics for other videos. I just wanted to record another video so I had another video to upload. So, I think what I'll talk about is this new anime that I've been watching. I'll tell you about season 1. And so, it's called Jobless Reincarnation, but I think the Japanese name is it Menkoku? What is it? No, I'm thinking something else. Anyways, it's a really good anime. I've talked about Dragon Ball Z and other animes like that in the past, but it's really good. If you guys know how to watch anime, let me know. I know there's a few of you, because y'all are the ones that comment. But, if you watch anime, let me know. Otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to nobody. So, it's an isekai. And if you're not familiar with what isekai means, isekai just means that they're in one world, right? And then they die and get reincarnated in another world. So it's usually a fantasy world, like they'll have dragons, or it'll be like based off of some sort of RPG or role-playing game, that type of stuff. So people will get reincarnated into into a different body, into all that kind of stuff, right? I don't normally watch isekais. It's normally not the anime that I watch. A buddy of mine recommended me to watch it, so I went ahead and did it. So, basically it's this guy, a massive recluse. Also, I don't know if I will, but I may spoil some stuff, so spoiler alert. You have been warned. Anyways, so it's this guy. He's a recluse, a lowlife. People hated him. You find out later in the show that the reason is because they stripped him down and made fun of him in the courtyard at school. Making fun of his small dick and all this other shit. And so he never goes outside. He has issues talking to people. He sits in his room all day on a computer playing dating sims and fantasy RPGs and stuff like that. The show starts with him getting hit by a truck. And as he's dying, he wakes up and then he sees this woman, and it looks like you can very clearly tell he's been like reborn. And he's like, oh, who's the hot chick now? I will say, if you want to go watch this anime, it's not like an edgy or anything, but it is very pervy. But like, if you watch anime, you know what I mean. It's in a tasteful way. It's pretty funny. So he gets reincarnated. Yes, they're speaking a different language because it's a different world. He has to relearn. He has to learn their language. He learns to read their books. They read their language and read their books. That's what I'm gonna do. And as he's learning all that stuff, he finds their magic book. He's like, oh, this world has magic. Of course it has magic, because he gets hurt and his mom heals him with magic, and so he's like, there has to be books in here, like I want to learn how to do it. And you don't know this at the time, but his dad is like a fighter. He's meant to be like the ultra masculine Giga Chad that protects the whole village. And he is like, so they have different ranks, right? God. So they have like, I don't know, it's like beginner, intermediary, advanced, saint, king, God, I think. And that's for all of their, that's for fighting, that's for magic. You pretty much become an adventurer in this world to make money, kind of like a standard role-playing game type world. You join an adventurers guild, and that's how you make money. So later on, you learn that his dad is like, gosh dang it. You learn that his dad is like a king level. Is he? Yeah, I think there's like different styles, like North God style, there's this style, that style of like fighting, like sword fighting. And his dad is well versed in all three, and I think he's a king level swordsman, which is the second best you can be. The highest level you can be is God. So, and his mom, I think, is like a Saint class mage, which is still pretty good. They say S class, but I think because I watched the dub. To get caught up on season 2, I'm gonna have to watch the sub. I don't have anything at a guest sub. If I've talked about anime in the past, you will know I am a sub human. No, I'm just kidding. I am a sub person, so I only watch dub if I feel like the dub is really, really good. In this anime, it's really, really good. So he starts trying to learn magic. Since he read the book, since he's like reading, he knows their language. And then he's using the book to like cast spells, and he's doing water spells. He ends up blowing a big hole out of the house after a while. And then he's like 2 years old at this point. He's like, dang, he's a genius, we need to get him, this tutor. And I get him the tutor. And the whole thing that what makes him really cool, this main character, is like can cast magic without having to use incantations, and that's a big thing in this world, just because no one can cast magic without incantations, even god level mages. That's a part of what makes him genius. Well, honestly, it's just he got reincarnated, and that's an ability he has that no one else does, but no one else knows that he got reincarnated. But it's a thing throughout the show, like, bro, magic without incantations. What do you mean? How is that even you can't do that? No one can. And he's like, bro, watch. It's kind of like that meme. It's like, let him cook. That's how a lot of people are. It's like, let him cook, bro. Just freaking go. Yeah. So the big deal about that situation, he becomes a Saint class water mage, which is, remember, it's like beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then Saint class, and then after Saint there's King, and then God. So he's like third best at 4 years old, learning this magic, learning his magic and shit. So that's a big deal in the show because he's better than most adults at magic by the time he's 4. 4, bro. It's insane, bro. So he gets his graduation at 5 because the tutor can't teach him anything. She's young herself. She's already a prodigy, and he out-prodigied her. So basically, and by the time he's 7 years old, so the whole time this is going on, there's this girl that he met named Sylphi, and she's an elf, and she wanted to learn magic too, and he's like, fine, but it's really hard, I'll give you the basics. And then she's like, well, why don't you have to use incantations? He's like, well, I can do, silent casting. She's like, teach me how to do that. And then he's like, it's a little complicated for, your skill level. She's like, I don't care, teach me. So he teaches her. He tells her how to do it, and then she's able to silent cast too. So there's only 2 people in the world that we know, and I'm saying for all of season 1, that can do silent casting. The main character and Sylphi. And the main character, I forget what they call him in his other life, but in this life, his name's Rudius. Rudius Greyrat. So, but it's such a good anime. It blew me away, and the reason I'll start getting into why I liked it so much. So, they make a stark contrast between the life that he lived before he died and then the life that he got reincarnated into. And they draw a lot of comparisons into, okay, now he's trying to actually become a better person, be a good life, and be there for the people in his life and do the best that he can because he has a second lease on life. And that's the main theme of the whole show. So if you can get past some of the fan service stuff and the weird anime quirks, if you know what I mean, the weird anime sexual quirk things that they do in certain animes, if you can get past that, it's not littered throughout the entire show, but it is sprinkled in, you know what I mean? It's not you're gonna watch an episode and that will be the entire point. It'll be a 2-minute segment of a 20-minute epic episode. So it's not that bad. It's not you're watching an ecchi or anything like that. So but also, if you've never seen anime before, I don't know if I'd recommend you watch this one. I don't think it's a first good anime to start on people. There's a lot of stuff in that anime that if you watch other animes, you understand where it comes from. But if you don't watch other animes, it's gonna weird you out. A lot of the jokes in this anime are tropes that you'll see from other anime. And unless you've watched a fair amount of anime to get the feel for how a lot of jokes are made, then if you start on that anime, you're not really gonna like, you're gonna like the show, you're gonna like the story, but you may get weirded out at certain aspects of certain moments, because it's like a culture thing. It's like if you go and watch a Marvel movie, you can generally watch a Marvel movie and get all the jokes, because the jokes are funny. You know what I mean? But if that's not your sense of humor, you may not like the Marvel movie. It's like stuff like that. You know, if you don't like the way that certain lines are delivered in the anime, then you're probably going to be like, eh. Oh, by the way, guys, plastic fork. This was left over from my Taco Bell video. They gave me a plastic fork. And so I was like, oh, I can use this plastic fork. And it's not going to, like, hurt y'all's ears and scrape on the plate. I know it gets really annoying when I'm watching ASMR and, like, they're doing this stuff and it, like, scrapes on the plate. It's so aggravating. Anyways, so yeah, so he basically goes to tutor this girl, because, okay, I skipped over something. He knows that the only way to further his magic is to go to a magic school, so he wants to go there. Now, Sylphi and him have become pretty close at this point. He doesn't want to leave her, so what he's like, okay, can we pay for her tuition too? The dad's like, no, we can't do that because we're not, like, super rich. Then he goes, okay, what I'm going to do is I want to get a job so I can pay for mine and Sylphia's tuition to go to magic school, so I don't have to leave her. And we can actually, like, grow in magic together. You know, keep his girl around and all that stuff. It's really cute. And then, so, basically, like, he goes to work for one of the nobles. So his dad's, like, a low-ranking noble. And he goes to work. Oh, I only have a few. Okay. Basically, I'm going to just skip across a few details. He goes to magic school. After a while, there's this big mana disaster calamity thing that happens. And then the rest of season 1 is trying to figure out how that happened. Him trying to, like, get back and reunited with his family and all that stuff. Sorry if I skip past stuff. I just realized I look at the time. I'm running out of time, so I don't know. I spoiled, like, a few chunks, but there's still more that I can talk about. Let me know if you guys. I'm gonna just start talking more about, like, different animes, the things that I'm into, different shows that I watch, reviewing different things, different aspects of stuff. And you guys seem to like that type of content, so let me know. You know, just obviously like the video. I don't know how many likes and comments if you guys actually do like that stuff. But just feedback is always appreciated. Thank you for watching the video. I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. If you guys please will help me out and subscribe.